Hi everyone, this is Kannababu. This is part 24 of JavaScript. In the last session we discussed about strings as well as arrays. Today we'll discuss about JSON. Let us see what is this JSON. So actually we know about what is data. Whenever you want to perform any operations on data, we need to store the data. If you want to store the data, we require some variable, or you can take array, or you can take object, or you can take collection. Is it clear? So generally variable purpose is to store only single value. So if you want to store only one value, you declare variable. If you want to store multiple values, you have to create what? Array. Array purpose is to store what? Multiple values. If you want to store multiple values, you have to, and if you want to store multiple values of different data, you have to use object actual, where E1 is equal to, here I will write something like enumber colon 101. Similarly here ename colon Anil, something like this. If you want to store heterogeneous values, different values of multiple values of different data type, you have to go for what? Object. JavaScript does not support classes, but it will support objects. Similarly, if you want to store multiple values, a group of objects, then you have to go for collection, something like this. Here if I give enumber colon 101, comma ename colon some Anil, comma salary colon 20,000. This is one object actually. Similarly, another object, group of objects we can store in another object, that is collection. All the purpose is same, to store the data. If you want to store a single value, use what? Variable. If you want to store multiple values of same data type, use what? Array. If you want to store multiple values of different data type, use what? Object. If you want to store group of objects, then go for collection. So mostly if you want to transfer the data, is it clear? So generally when you develop any web application, this is your browser, this is your server, this is your database. So browser will send the request to the server. Server will send a response to the browser. Server will always send the response to the browser in different formats. This is browser, this is what? Server. Sometimes server will send the response in the form of HTML. Sometimes server will send the response in the form of data. If server wants to send the response in the form of data, server mostly send the data in the form of text format. If server wants to send some multiple values or group of objects or collection like that, server will send in the form of JSON. Server will pass the query to the database. Database server will send the result of the query to the web server. Is it clear? This is the general architecture of web application. Whenever you develop any web application, you have to deploy that application on web server, so that end user will access that application via browser and internet. End user will access the application via browser and what? Internet. This is your end user. Will communicate with browser. Browser will send the request to the server. Server will send the response to the browser. The response will be in different formats. Sometimes server will send the response as HTML. Sometimes it will send the response in the form of data. Data may be text format or object format or JSON format. So JSON is JavaScript object notation. Main purpose of JSON is to transfer the objects via network. If you want to transfer the data via network, in older days people used XML. Nowadays JSON is very powerful. Both purpose is same, XML and JSON. Both purpose is to transfer the data via network. There are some problems with XML. Nowadays, mobile is very popular device in the market. People are communicating with server through mobile. Mobile is very lightweight device. So it is always recommended mobile will always accept the data in the form of what? JSON. Are you following everyone? So JavaScript is object-based language. It does not support the classes actually. OOPS principles are there: abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. But JavaScript does not support classes. It supports only objects. So let us see what is an object. Simply you can tell that object consists of variables and methods. Object consists of variables and functions. Object consists of variables and functions. Object is used to store. Object is used to store heterogeneous values. Object is used to store heterogeneous. Object is used to store heterogeneous value. Object name is equal to variable name. Object is collection of variables. Simply you can tell. One variable we can store only one value. Multiple variables if you want to store in a single variable, then we'll go for object. Okay, so let us see one example if you want. I'll try to open one, create one object and print the values from the object. So open HTML tag. And here one point you must know. Every object must be identified with some name. Here I will try to write one point. What is object? Object is collection of variables. Object is collection of variables. And similarly, you can give something like what is reference? What is reference variable? Simply you can tell reference variable is the name given for the object. Reference variable is the name given for the object. Given for the object. Simply here I will try to write something like what is the purpose of reference? What is the purpose? What is the purpose of reference variable? Simply you can tell the purpose of reference variable is to identify the object. The purpose of reference variable is to identify the object. Means if you want to access instance variables, if we want to access variables or functions, we can access by using object name. Is it clear? Functions we can access by using object name or reference variable, by using reference. Are you following? Let us see here one example. We'll see. I'll try to open HTML tag, and here you can see close the HTML tag, and within this HTML tag here you can open the head tag, and here you can close the head tag, and within this here I'll try to open the script. Type is equal to text/JavaScript. I'll try to write something like this, and here I'll try to close the script tag, and within this I'll try to create one object where e1 is equal to, here I'll give variable name colon value, variable name colon, here I'll try to give enumber colon 101 comma ename colon Anil, and here I'll try to give salary colon 20,000. This is one object actual. If I want to print the values from the object, you can use document.write of e1.enumber. I want to print the variables. You can access the variables by using object name. Document.write of e1.enumber. Similarly, e1.ename. Similarly, e1.salary. Okay, na? So this is your what? Object. So object is collection of what? Variables. Here you have one variable enumber, and here ename, and here what? Salary. This is enumber. This is one variable. This is ename, one more variable. This is salary, one more variable. The name given for the object is e1. Is it clear? Now all the values are stored in the object. Something like here 101. Here I try to store Anil, some value. Here I try to store some value 20,000. So if you want to access the values from the variables, you can access by using object name. So object name is the name given for the object. So save the program. Here you can go to your desktop, and here you can give desktop 2020 HTML Satya. There you can give something like e1.html. Save it. Is it clear? And here you can see. I'll try to go to desktop 2020, and here you can open that project HTML Satya. You can open, and there you can see e1.html. Open this one. So if you want to print the values, this is the values we are printing: 101 Anil and 20,000. Did you understand? So if you want to access the values from the object, you can use reference variable. Reference variable are the object name. Did you understand? And here one more point I will tell you, something like these objects are basically divided into two types. These objects are basically divided into two types. One is predefined object, other one is user defined object. These objects are basically divided into two types. One is predefined object, other one is user defined object. Predefined object is nothing but what? Document object, similarly window object. These two are predefined object, DOM objects. And under window object, here you have some predefined functions are there: alert, similarly confirm, Similarly, prompt. These are the predefined functions that are available under window object. Similarly, under document.write, you have document, you have write function. Similarly, here you have get element by ID. Is it clear? Get element by ID. These all are predefined functions. And here you have inner HTML. It is a property actually. So objects are basically divided into two types: predefined objects and user-defined objects. User-defined object means the objects that were created by the developer depending on the user requirement is called as user-defined object. enumber colon 101. Similarly, here I will try to give ename colon some name. I will give Anil. Similarly, I will try to give some salary. Is it clear? This is the JSON format actually. Salary colon. This is JavaScript object actually. JavaScript object. Is it clear? This is your object. So generally in JavaScript, objects are basically divided into two types. One is predefined objects. Other one is user-defined object. Predefined objects again divided into two types: window object as well as document object. Again, lot of other objects are there. So syntax to access these functions, predefined functions, is object name dot function name of. So here you can call window dot alert of. Similarly, this is window dot alert of. Similarly, here I'll try to write window dot confirm of. Similarly, here I'll try to write window dot prompt of, something like this. Similarly, here you can write something like document dot write off. And here I'll try to write a document dot get element by ID. Get element by ID of, something like this. So you can invoke the actual window object is the browser object. You have DOM, you already know. This is BOM, browser object model. DOM is document object model. These all are the predefined objects that are available: window object and document object. And this is user-defined object. Even is the user-defined object name. You can access the variables by using what? Object name. Are you following? Let us see. So in this video, just we have discussed about JavaScript object. In the next video, we'll discuss about JSON and a collection also. For more videos, try to subscribe to this channel. Thank you.